Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we will be playing in the Vickers Lite. I am back on my NA account, as Wargaming decided they liked me a little bit. And I'm really excited, because now I will have the opportunity to review all of the tier 10s I still haven't been able to play, which is like 30 of them. So there is a lot of changes in 10.3 I haven't gotten to break into yet. And we're going to be starting off in the Vickers Lite. The reason is because this vehicle got changed a lot in 10.3. It went from 350 damage per shot to 300. The HE went from 440 to 380. And on paper, that sounds like a big nerf. But you gotta realize that this tank has solid DPM for a light tank at over 3,000. When you pair that with really good dispersion, fantastic aiming time, and still high DPM, it creates a very fast rate of fire. Meaning that now you can actually, reload really quick and just keep pumping shells into your opponents. Now, this first game, we have quite a bit of mobility up against us. We have a TVP, an STB, and a Batchat. That's a lot of mobility. Now, we have a 140 and a Boss Chateau 25-ton, so I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens here. We got our Foch, 50B off to the side. Okay, well, starting off, I'm just going to play a little bit passive, because they have a lot of death, especially that TVP. Judging that I only have 300 alpha, it's going to be very hard to actually out-trade a TVP, judging that we deal the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by making my way up this ramp, just like the 140. I'm actually glad the 140 went up here, and judging that he knew how to climb up that, I would say that he at least has somewhat of a brain. So let's see, is there anybody over here? I'm a little careful when poking this, because you don't know if there's going to be TD waiting in the back there. But, interestingly enough, oh my rat, there's a TVP camping in the back, and we bounced the side of a Batchat because it missed. Well, nothing I can do about that. We got the Kron up top the hill, and let's see if we can get some damage into that. Let's climb up this. There we go, and let's see. We got the STB off to the side. See, this would have been a great time for our team to push them, but unfortunately we really can't. There's the 50B. We get one shell in, and I'm going to back up. Okay, not too bad. Let's see if we can maybe get a second shell in. Oh, yeah! We wouldn't have been able to get that out with the 350 alpha. I know that for a fact. Okay, well, we see the STBs in the back. There you go. Easy shell into the STB-1. Just like that, we've been able to pick up about 1,000 damage already. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I have to say, I do not mind it so far. I mean, maybe it'll get worse, but so far it's not feeling too bad. Got the Kron all the way in the back over here. Maybe we can get some damage into the Kron. He has to obviously pull forwards for us to be able to get a shell out, and as of right now, that doesn't look like it's happening. Oh yeah, nice hesh into the back of the 50B for 360. Alright, well, we're getting shells out, and that's what matters right now. We can see the T110E5 is all the way up, camping at the back. Maybe we can get some damage into him. Come on, reload. Let's put on our adrenaline. I really want to try and get some damage into that E5. Ah! 0.29 dispersion is really not doing us well right now, which is rather disappointing. Bruh. Great shots! Unfortunately, they were good shots, just not from me on my luck there. Alright, well, let's see. Is the 50B going to pull in front of us? There you go. Alright, we get a nice shell into the enemy AMX 50B. We can see the TVP is now up on the hill, and the 113 GFT is all the way in the back. We get one shell into the 113 GFT. We're not able to hesh him, but that's fine. We're just going to reload. There you go. Another nice shot into the 113. And is he... Okay, we're not able to hit him anymore, but now we got the TVP rolling off in the back. Not able to get that. Alright, well, at this point, I think we're safe to move in. I mean, the E5 is pretty low. We have the Batchat. I'm surprised my 140 isn't going to help me with the Batchat. We'll see if he does. I mean, this is a pretty easy kill in my opinion, especially with our Batchat rolling off behind that E5. So, yeah, we're going to push right on up. We do obviously have that decent DPM, so let's get one shell into the enemy Boss Chatillon. And hello, good sir. How are you doing? Do you like Hesh? Well, you do have Spaliner on, so I'm not able to get that chunky damage out, but I'm going to fire another Hesh anyway. It looks like, though, it's not really working too well for my damage shooting Hesh. Alright, well, it's 3 mediums versus a tank destroyer and a TVP. We are up on base cap, which is obviously pretty good. There's the enemy 113 GFT. We're going to go wide, and the TVP's in mid. Unfortunately, my first shell missed, but that's fine. We're just going to put on our adrenaline and push right on up to this player. So let's get a nice Hesh into the side of his vehicle, and let's see, 113 GFT shoots me. There you go, easy shell right into his lower plate. 3,500 damage so far. I have to say, I'm not minding the alpha change. Not yet, at least. In this game, it still feels fine. I mean, the DPM was more than enough to cut into our opponents. Really, the only thing that I felt here was my accuracy messing with me when I was shooting at that T110E5. Now, to be fair, it was about 400 meters away, but still, 0.29 dispersion, I would expect to be able to hit opponents from 400 to 300 meters away. So, oh well. But first class, 3,600 damage, and not a bad game at all. So I've played about 4 games in the Vickers Lite, just to get a feel for the gun, how the tank plays after the changes, and honestly, I don't mind it at all. When I saw the vehicle's alpha getting nerfed originally, I made the prediction and said the tank will still be decent because it's keeping the DPM, the Hesh DPM is actually going up, and everything else about the tank's still going to be pretty solid. And I still believe that to be the case. I mean, I've played 4 games in the vehicle, I've done 4K in 2 of them, and the worst I've done so far is 2,200, and it was still a victory. So, overall, the tank seems very, very good, but it just seemed like if you play aggressive, you could get punished more. That's something you're going to have to be very cautious about with this vehicle. Now, we spotted the enemy 62A. That player almost made an overpoke. Unfortunately, the shell I fired did not go into the corner of his vehicle. But we were still able to push him off, which is good. We got the enemy T100 off to the side. There you go, nice shot. And we back on up. And our Sheridan bonks the crap out of that T100 as well. This is where obviously being in a Sheridan is much better than being in something like a Vickers Lite, because for every 300 damage I deal, that Sheridan's going to deal 600, which is kind of nasty. Let's see. Oh, we got the 4005 in the back. Let's aim at a nice HE on his vehicle. Let's put on my adrenaline as well. This is where that increased DPM is going to allow us to just bonk those players over and over. There you go, he gets shot again, and aim in another shell into the 4005. There you go. Nice, and let's reload. Oh, never mind, he's already dead. Alright, let's see if these guys will attack. 62. Alright, let's see. There's the 62A camping in the back. We also got the Vickers, or not the Vickers, sorry, the T100 back here. Get a nice clear onto that player, and now we're going to push for the 62A. He is not looking at me right now, so we're just going to get right behind him. Our HE was pretty lame, I'm not going to lie, but the good news is we have another HE loaded. There you go. That was better. 450 damage with that shot. A great example of the HE output on this vehicle being very nasty. So far, again, the tank just feels nice in this game. Nothing crazy for damage, and even if we don't finish this game with 3K, I think it'll still be a good example of the capabilities the Vickers Lite still has. The gun still has good DPM. Everything about this tank still feels more than fine. So let's get behind the 183. I don't think he'll kill me with an HE. Yeah, because they nerfed the HE Alpha, so I wasn't really too worried about that. I'm going to let my Sheridan finish off that player, because why would I sacrifice my damage when I can shoot the IS-7? We pen one more shot, we can get out 3K, and there you go. We got a 419 damage Hesh into the back of the IS-7's turret. I'm really glad we didn't shoot that 183. So there you go. Another solid game. I have been liking the Vickers. I think the gun feels nice, the DPM's great, and everything about the tank is still fine. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people in the comments that disagree with my opinion, and to each their own. But to me, playing in the vehicle, it doesn't really feel like it's bad. I mean, it still does everything I would expect it to, and we finished top of the team again. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.